win, do it right, play the game, win it life, have no shame, there's no. Yes, here we are live, Teresa.
Hello.
Hi. It is Saturday, and we are back in living color. I am Hillary here in Ontario, Canada.
I'm Teresa here again in the beautiful island of Barbados.
And we have some audience member here. Hi, Amanda.
Hi.
All right. So we have a great
behind the scene members.
Behind the scenes. All right. So tonight we are tackling the subject of embracing your sexuality. And Teresa is going to take the first lead on this one.
Yes, I am.
Yeah. Oh, I'm ready. Let's see what happens. Let's see what happens.
Okay. Embracing your sexuality. My section is identifying your sexuality. So sexual identity is about how you feel and express yourself sexually.
Mm-hmm.
You may have a crush on, or they might have a crush on you. Someone you want to go out with, or someone you want to have sexual experience or experiences with. Okay. Then embracing and expressing your sexuality. Tongue twister there. Many of us are uncomfortable talking about these conversations, but I think they're important. Do you, Hillary, think they're important for us to talk about our sexuality? You tell me about yours, I tell you about mine. Your guess. Hillary, are you with me?
Yeah, we're having a problem with YouTube. Hold on. Remember, we're live, so here, let's see what happens. We're having a connection issue. Okay.
Can you hear me okay?
I can hear you. I don't think our viewers can hear us. The streaming is poor. So if anything happens, what we'll do is we'll just do a recording and send it out. But we'll continue for now and see what happens.
Should we draw a message on YouTube then saying that we're having technical difficulties?
Yeah, go ahead and do that for me. I'm going to grab some other stuff here.
Oh gosh, my dog is going off.
I think we're good. Like I can see we're doing well, but it's just the connection for some reason is really poor. So let's keep going, and if anything happens, then we'll figure it out. It's live, so you know how that goes.
Okay. I'm just pulling our thing out. I'm seeing it.
Mm-hmm. Can you see us?
Yeah. Yeah.
Let's keep going, and if anything happens, then we'll figure it out.
Yeah.
So you know how that goes.
Okay. Okay, as I was saying, many of us are uncomfortable talking about sex or sexuality, but I think these conversations are important for us to have. Why? They enable us to maintain a healthy and a satisfying sex life. Why am I getting tongue-tied tonight?
That's okay. We are back live, and that's what happens when you come back from a long break.
So all is going good from your end now? Mine was buffering earlier as well.
Yeah.
Good? Okay.
Yeah. So just keep going. We'll figure it out. And if anything, we can always record again and send out a video, right? But just keep going.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I have 3 pointers how we can embrace our sexuality to the fullest. There are 3 keys to recognize. First, we recognizing shame, accepting your desires, and considering the biological nature of sex. So first, you need to understand that many people attach shame to sexual expressions, often due to being shamed in the past for exploring their bodies or engaging in sexual activities. Then work to free themselves from the shame. Secondly, okay, the dog's still barking. Sorry about that. If it's annoying in the background.
That's okay.
Second, second, we permit ourselves to feel comfortable
Wait, wait,
about
wait,
our
wait. We forgot one thing.
our
Disclaimer,
disclaimer.
Teresa. I got
Yeah,
you.
we are not medical practitioners. Our information we bring to you is research. We have our quotes to back us up. We have our evidence to back us up. We have our scripts to back us up. And if need be, we have the authors to back us up. We can
That's
quote
right.
the name of the authors to you. So moving on. Hillary got that one
Amanda,
in
what we
there.
normally do is we try to see who can say the disclaimer first, and
Disclaimer
whoever it is
first.
has to
Oh,
figure it
okay.
out. So I was
Hillary
trying to get
always try to
Teresa.
pounce it on me. That's fine. But I'm on. Oh, my second point was
Yeah.
permit yourself to feel comfortable with your sexual desires. If you practice safe sex, you can
Mm-hmm.
give yourself the freedom to explore and enjoy your desires. And
Mm.
thirdly,
When did you find out
think,
about yours?
pardon?
When did you find out about your sexuality?
Every day I'm learning something new. Let's put it that way.
What do you what did
Third,
you learn today, Teresa?
consider the biological nature of sex. Humans are made to want, to have, and to enjoy sex because it's the biological imperative. So, answering Hillary's question,
Yes.
what's your question again? I
My question
forgot.
is when did you realize your sexuality? You know what your identification is, you identify as, and then when did you start embracing your sexuality?
When I start embracing my
You
sexuality,
forgot the first part.
um, huh? You want me to answer the question, or are you trying to put me to answer how you want to answer it? I take it in whatever order. Good. I started embracing my sexuality in my late teens.
Mm-hmm.
Reason being because growing up having an older brother, tend to keep you in line and doing certain things
Yeah.
and going certain places. So in my late teens, like when I finished school, well, second what we call secondary school here, like 17.
Yeah.
Then the first year was here, and then after that I traveled. So like 19, between 19 and 21, around that age, where
19,
I
21.
had
That's when you
more.
realized that you were predominantly heterosexual. Is that when you realized that?
Honestly, Hillary,
What is that?
don't try to put your behavior on me.
I don't think
Don't
you
try to put
mean
your
that.
behavior
I
on
think you
me.
mean when she started embracing herself as a sexual being. I don't think you
Yes.
mean gay, lesbian, blah, blah, blah.
No.
I think you mean more as, like, that's when you embrace the fact that you are a person who is in need of sexual, I don't know, stimulation. Like,
From a
you're
man.
a person. I think that's what she means. I think you're twisting stuff, Hillary.
He does.
I like it
So
because she gets
as
uncomfortable.
we are live, right? I pause
Okay, don't worry.
and
I
let her
got you
say
covered
what
from
she
the side
wants
over
to
here.
say, and I answer what I want to answer. Oh, does it, Amanda?
You
I'm
love
glad you're
me.
there. Anyhow, it was around that time.
Yeah.
I think because I won't say more freedom,
Mm-hmm.
but at that stage, I was on my own. I had to make decisions for myself. So there was no
We are
one there.
live. Come and join us.
There was no one there for basically for me to fall back on. Because it was
Yeah.
just me out there doing me.
Hot tea with pleasures. I'm trying to
Hillary,
get
you're
people to
tripping
come
me
and
up.
listen in onto our show because this is really, really educational for other people. A chance for you to have your say, talk to us, and be live. So join us on YouTube, Hop Tea with Pleasures, and we are live right now. Come get it.
You done? Can I go again?
Yes, you can.
Okay. From doing some research, the first pointer that we have here was recognizing shame.
Yeah.
Many people are uncomfortable talking about sex, and one of the reasons about this because the shame that surrounds it is kind of a taboo topic.
Yeah.
A licensed clinical social worker, she was explaining it's totally okay and normal to talk about sex and explore your sexuality
Yeah.
before delving into why we must attach shame to
Mm-hmm.
sexual experiences. So things that you did when you were in your teens, Hillary,
Yes.
it helped you to understand where you're going,
Oh, of course.
who you
Yes.
want to go with,
So, what did
and
you do in your teens?
lots of stuff.
Like,
Mostly sports. I was
we
mostly
ain't
into
talking about no
sports.
sports right now.
I did in my teens was
Wait, hold
mostly
on.
sports.
Maybe you are talking about sports.
Oh God. Listen. Amanda's still there? She needs to
Amanda's
keep me
still
in
here.
check. Okay. Um, as I was saying, before delving into the different things,
Yeah.
oh, you lost my thoughts now. Before I dive into why we might attach our shame to sexual experiences, it's
Right.
natural,
Mm-hmm.
it's healthy to explore our bodies starting in childhood and through the stages of all our life.
Yeah.
It's also natural to experience sexual desires. I mean, later on, Hillary's gonna. You have sexual desires in the second part of it, or
Yeah.
is you have sexual
Right
desires?
after
Yeah.
right after you finish this, because sexual desires and finding your sexuality are very very close, and people
Mm-hmm.
normally get them a little bit tangled, but they're two different entities.
Now I have my glasses again. It's like
Yeah.
trying to get. I'm getting all. Gosh, let's see.
Getting all fogged up there.
So that
You
people.
get you getting all fogged. I know.
Steamy up
Amanda
there.
said you getting all steamy and fogged off.
Oh, not yet, not yet, not yet. The last part of it might, but not yet.
Not yet.
Anyway, sexual desire and to act on that desire when done in a safe and consensual way. So if you feel disgusted about your body or sexuality,
Mhm.
it may mean you are carrying shame.
Mhm.
It may you are carrying shame or judgments that don't belong to you. And this
Okay.
is the clinical social worker that was saying referring to this,
Mhm.
recognizing shame, is Rachel Keller. Okay, is there a time that you can recall where you were ashamed for exploring or being interested in your sexuality?
Yes, of course. When you're coming into preteen, especially,
Puberty?
like, you
Mm-hmm.
know, I come from a very religious family, and so that was something that wasn't even discussed. I didn't even know I had what a period was, girl. I got my period when I was 8 years old, and I had no clue it was. I thought I was dying. So imagine sexuality.
At 8 years old, yeah, can be
eight
kind of
years old, I
scary.
had that. So imagine talking about sex. That wasn't even a conversation.
Wow.
No. Boys, what's that?
When
My
when did I
remember
say
I told you
mine?
my grandfather told me that if a guy touched
Oh
me on
my
my knee,
goodness.
I would get pregnant. And I thought that and this kid touched me. Oh,
And you
I do
punched
not
him,
promote
Hillary?
violence, people, but I hurt him because he
Oh
touched me
my
on my knee,
goodness.
right? So
Blame your granddad for that one.
that's grandpa. I love him. Rest in peace.
Okay, this next point is upset and feel comfortable with sexual desires, but I think I'm
Yeah.
gonna skip that, and because Hillary is gonna touch base on that, I don't want to go on that from reading that information. It is going into sexual desires, so I don't want to cross
Yeah.
over on your thing. The
Yeah.
next one is consider the biological nature of sex. As you embark on this journey to embrace your sexuality, consider that humans are wired to crave sex. Why would you say that, Hillary?
Humans are wired to crave sex. What
Mm-hmm.
procreation? Or
Okay.
are we like the animal kingdom, like the wild, where sometimes that's how
Mm-hmm.
they communicate or express themselves.
A lot of
Is that
people
why?
say that within the animal kingdom,
Mm-hmm.
they have sex to produce,
Not always.
whereas human beings, we have sex for
No,
What is our thing?
We have for gratification and for
Pleasure.
pleasure.
We have sex for pleasure.
I mean, we
but with
also
animals, whenever they go at
procreate and
it,
other
they're
other
looking.
means.
It's mating season for them.
Yeah, but
It's mating
animals,
season for
there
them.
are some animals that do
Dolphins.
just, yeah, and just for like that's how they communicate, right? So
Mhm.
there are many
Do
different
you have a chair
reasons.
crossing you? Do you have a chair you can put Amanda in? Would you like
I
to
mean,
sit
I
in
have
with
a
us?
few things that, like, as you guys are talking, like how you're talking about.
You want to sit? You want to come in?
I don't want to be on camera. I don't
She
like
doesn't want to be on
myself
camera.
Sorry. I was just
Oh,
going to say
okay.
that, like, when I was growing up, just like she was saying.
My hands talking.
No, we're not taught about sexuality. We're not, same thing with the periods. We're not taught any of that. By the time you start to understand your body and what you need, in our culture, you're literally married to somebody. By the time you even understand what sex is, what it is mentally, physically, emotionally, like what it all grasps, and by the time you embrace it, you may be with somebody who doesn't even understand you.
Right.
How are you supposed to flourish if you
And
can't do it at a time?
You're not even understanding yourself.
Sorry, I'm just sorry. I didn't mean to cut you guys.
No. She's talking.
No, that's fine. That's fine.
Yeah.
I'm
Is she
42.
done?
I just literally started understanding what I'm about. And
Well,
I know that there's
I'm-
probably girls that are just like me who are like 15, 16, 17 asking these same questions that you guys are talking about right now.
Yeah.
And they may never understand that. And they may be married off and things like that happening. And they're never going to understand who they are and how they function.
Because not every.
Yeah.
I wonder in some cultures when they marry the children off at an early age, like 15.
Yeah.
Even younger than that.
Younger.
Even younger than that, Teresa.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Like,
Maybe some cultures from the time the children are like what 12 then.
Even younger.
well, if you remember, like how you guys were talking about like biological age, like back like hundreds of years ago, you were having teenagers who were obviously having babies because they're coming from tribes. They're coming from like how do I explain this? They're usually married off at a younger age. They're coupled off because they're trying to have lots of kids, get their tribes, villages to grow. So like that's why now teenagers tend to be more sexual because that's the age that stuff was starting to happen long time ago.
Mm-hmm.
But no one's explaining to them why they feel like this, why their bodies are feeling like this. Why do you think women and girls are getting their periods like now they're earlier because of whatever, like I'm going to say.
We have so many different nicknames and misinformation for things that make us uncomfortable as we get older, and we don't want to talk about it, that we tell our kids.
We even have nicknames for our private parts.
Private parts,
like I said, private
periods,
parts,
you name it, whatever, even sex, even.
Okay, so I taught my son about periods, and we call it the process. And the reason we call it, I know it sounds weird, but the reason I called it the process, because I was showing him step by step by step. It's a process that women go through. Mm-hmm. The technical term is period.
Menstrual cycle.
Yeah, menstrual cycle and stuff like that. So he's starting to learn that in school. So I was trying to break it down before he had like a panic attack in class. And when he told me when he told me they started learning this in class, he said not a kid spoke.
Yeah.
And in the chat, all they saw was a bunch of little vomit emojis.
Oh my goodness.
Because they were so not prepared for it.
Yeah. Well,
I find some people children are not prepared for it mentally,
yes,
but physically the bodies are already going through it.
Yeah.
So we have to talk about it to our children.
Yeah. I was concerned that he was going to learn about it out on the playground.
Look at you, really started at 8.
Before.
Yeah.
8 is an early age to start, though.
Listen, when I started,
your body.
I was wearing a size 32B bra at 8 years old.
Oh gosh.
Yeah.
At 8 years old.
At 8 years old, I was fully developed.
And how old am I?
I was fully developed. I was the same height I am right now, and my grandfather kept me inside the house because, and I have a history of sexual assaults and molestation and stuff like that, and that's because I look developed, and unfortunately, you have people in society that are not, they have their own ideologies of what things should be, and I was preyed upon multiple times, and it was very confusing for me, like what the hell is going on, and there was no information coming from my family, right? So no one was talking
just
to me about
protecting you, but not saying why this is happening, why we need to do this.
First of all, no one knew I was being molested. First,
Mm-hmm.
Then when it came to rape, the rapes happened later in my life, when I was in my preteen and teen, and they weren't successful until later is when rape happened was successful when I was an adult. But those times it was confusing for me because I didn't know why men always wanted to touch me. I didn't understand that. And so I blame myself, obviously, because something obviously I was doing because there's no one to explain to me why
Why
this is
it's
happening.
happening?
Yeah. So if you don't understand,
That's where sexual desires come in
well,
the second part of our topic.
there you go, right?
Mhm.
And so it was very confusing for me as, 12 years old, God, the and so what I did was at 12 I realized in our culture I
Mhm.
realized that well, in my head what I thought the message was is that when you're heavy set or fat you're not attractive, and so I purposely started eating.
I think a lot of women do that.
Yeah, yeah,
Mhm.
that's when I started eating. That's when food became my friend. And so I started gaining weight and going up and down. I had anorexia, bulimia, blah, 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 whatever, whatever. But anytime you would say to me, you're pretty or you look nice or whatever, that's a problem. That means rape, eat, automatic,
Okay.
right? So, yeah. So,
Okay.
sexuality is very
From
important to figure out what the heck you are.
mhm.
Yeah.
What are we good for on the clock for you to
We're
come in
going,
with
we're good.
your
We're good. We're good.
okay.
21.
Okay. It was
Let's move on
considering.
to sexual desire. Or are you good?
Okay, let me see if I have a more important piece here to add.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's simple. We are made to want, have, and enjoy sex.
Mm-hmm.
When you engage in sexual thoughts and feelings, you release feel good hormones in your brain, which
Mm-hmm.
makes you feel good. And when you feel good, you explore your body, you explore your partner. If there's no partner, you explore your body, learn about your bodies.
You keep saying
What makes
explore your
you
body.
right. and some
Little,
and some of you
little exposure to
sex is
pleasure.
natural. But these are your feelers. These are your feelers. Sex is natural and also meant to be enjoyed.
Yeah.
Okay? So if anyone put you in a position where you do not enjoy sex,
Mm-hmm.
take a step back. Take a step back. Analyze it. What is going on here? This is something I feel good about myself. The
Mm-hmm.
feelings that I'm getting is good. I want this. But then when that person comes into your space, it doesn't. Something is wrong.
Mm-hmm.
Either mentally or the touch. That's not the touch you want to experience because sex is a beautiful thing.
Yeah.
So we need to embrace our sexuality. Okay?
Yeah.
Now, Hillary will give us our sexual desires, and then I will come back in and give you some more information. So, Hillary, it's over to you.
Yep. And we're gonna do a few minutes with sexual desire, and then we're probably gonna take a break and then come back. So
Mm-hmm.
sexual desire is sorry.
Go on, go on.
Okay. Sexual desire is a subjective feeling that state that you can be triggered by both internal and external clues. So, touch and feeling and emotion. So it's very emotional, right?
Mm-hmm.
That may or may not occur on the result of overt sexual behavior. Desire can be aroused through imagination. Do you have like fantasies?
Yeah.
All the time.
Her
Somebody say something.
face alone said something.
It did.
What, Amanda's? I can't see
Yours.
Amanda's.
Your first said it. Well, that's how we do, like, when it comes to masturbation, because we had that whole
Mm-hmm.
subject on masturbation. When it
Oh
comes to
gosh,
that,
my
that's what
phone was
we do. We
blowing
do
up.
fantasy.
Not only that, but like role play.
Yeah, role playing. Yeah.
You with your partner.
Mhm.
Yeah, it's all fantasy based, right? And that's
My
the
phone
desire
was
part.
blowing up on with the. I don't. Why don't people put the comments in on YouTube so
I don't
that
know.
when they
Maybe they're feeling
comment,
a
we
little
can
bit
answer
shy.
accordingly.
I had one person message me and said, "I'm listening, but I'm not going to put a comment in."
That's why my phone was blowing up.
Yeah.
with the different comments and stuff and questions being asked. The you know what's the topic among
We
my
always
friends?
get
I do a
people.
Q&A after.
We do a Q&A, but we don't even have to do a Q&A after. People contact us after, and they have conversations with us. It's like, why don't you just put it in the comments?
I think the big topic after the masturbation one,
Oh,
not
yeah,
masturbation,
that
the
was a big
sex
one.
toys. Masturbation was the hot one, but then with the sex toys,
Mm-hmm.
the list of toys and the variations. Listen, the hot toy is the rose.
Mm-hmm.
We need to get a rose so we can have on set. Or we need to, have a rose designed specially for hot pleasure. Something.
Yes.
We need to do something like that line. Anyway, going forward. Over to Hillary again.
Okay. You know what? I think this is a perfect time to take a break and come right back. We're going to continue talking about sexual desire, and then we'll talk about becoming comfortable with your naked body. Remember the first time you look in the mirror and like really look at yourself and like really like look at every
So
part?
to this day, I've never let anybody see me completely naked.
What? You guys.
What's that? What did Amanda say?
She said she's never let anyone see her naked. You gotta see.
She
Have
has
you seen yourself?
children?
Yeah.
I
Have you looked at yourself?
What I see, I absolutely do not like.
Well, we're gonna get you to like it.
No. I feel like it's just not gonna happen.
When Amanda tries our lubricant.
Oh yeah, when you try our lubricant, you're gonna love your body.
Then she's gonna
yourself.
See
Oh, most of our participants tried it by ourselves, and they loved it.
Yes, both men and
women.
Thanks, but I'm tired of flying solo. And I'm married, okay?
Good point, Amanda. Good point. I like that. No more solo.
Well, we'll come back with more. Oh my God.
Hot tea.
Hot tea with pleasures. Oh my Lord. This is a hot, spicy one. I don't know why people are not commented. Huh? I didn't hear what you said.
I said, okay, I was just
and there goes our time running out because we don't have a paid subscription yet. Okay.
See you a bit.
We'll be back.
Never break, always fight, never quit, do it right, play the game, win it life, have no shame, there's no time, feel the pain, live the grind, I could change, in my mind, pick a lane, commit and climb, the only way to win it life, I never miss, that's fact, taking big swings, just hand me the bat, put me in the ring, you'll go out in a bag, cause I sing what I mean and I bring it to the mad light, ain't got time to kill, I got time to feel, I took a red pill, I know life's short so I wanna live real, but how's it supposed to feel? How's it supposed to feel? How's it supposed to
Okay, we are back from our little break. We came right back because this is hot. We didn't want to lose anybody. Well, there are people watching. I can see people watching, and we have some likes on there as well. People are liked. Yeah, we got some likes on there as well. And I got some comments on WhatsApp.
If I switch,
oh,
you're going to hear the music in the
Somebody
background.
said, woo, Lord, child. Okay. Let me continue here with my little spiel. So one thing that we when it comes to finding your sexual desire is your attractiveness. Like, what are you attracted to? You know, it could be strong arms. Teresa like big feet. You know.
I
know it should be something else because we always do like little preps, right? And every single time, it was like big feet. I was like, big feet. What do you think about big feet? That's a myth,
I think
people.
Hillary, let me take my glasses off.
It's a myth.
I
A
think
lot of
Hillary
people be
gets
like, oh, I have this
confused.
size. I have
Yeah,
this size.
they
I'm like,
don't.
It doesn't matter about the size. It's what you do with it.
Yes.
If you don't know what to do with it, size doesn't matter.
And some people have big
Thank
feet
you,
and little.
Amanda.
Huh?
I mean, you getting confused. You confusing me with you.
No, that's not true. Don't even try it. Don't even try it. Anyways.
Okay, go on.
So
with
you
your
have
sexual
bodily
desires.
urges, Teresa, right? So sexual is in nature, and everything else in emotional state develop out of this primarily desire. Sexual desire is one of, if not the strongest of human needs. So it's the strongest of a human need is sexual desire. So typically it takes up to a huge portion of our time, emotional energy, and lives. We think about sex all the time. Teresa talks about think about sex all the time.
Hey, you gotta think about something. Why not go there?
So now, what do you think the three main things that women look for in a man?
I can tell you what.
This is based off
I
of a
look
book.
for-
I'm just letting you guys
A
know it's
book?
not my
Oh,
opinion.
gosh.
This is a book by Dr. What's her name? Elaine Heed. It's called Bus. So what do you think the three things that they said women
Dr.
look for in
who?
a man? Dr. Elaine Heed, and it's a book called Bus, Buss. But what do you think the three
Gotcha.
things she said that women look for? I don't know about all this, but okay.
Is feet one of them?
Nope.
Is
No.
it like a physical thing or?
They're all, one is physical and one is situation, and then one is standard.
The way they look at you.
No. So it's you looking at the person and going, ooh, at a man. Like say you're a woman that's attracted to a
Height.
man.
For
No.
height?
No.
No.
Who?
The feet? Big feet?
No. You ready?
Yeah.
Good looks,
Oh,
social standing, and older men. Boom.
why do I feel like that was so obviously?
I know.
So obvious? I don't know why we didn't get that.
You know what you're overthinking?
Hey, we were overthinking it, but that's what women
I
look
was
for.
thinking height, the way they smell.
I know. I was like, really? That's it? All right. Not for me.
I can see though. That makes sense.
It makes sense, but I'm not. No. Looks. I will take this over
Your
a
brain.
conversation over looks anytime. Yeah, because looks.
But you don't get to that first though.
Yeah, but I'm not saying I don't get I'm not going to look at the attractiveness, but as you come up to me, like if I have to be attracted to you, but I can't look at a man and say, oh wow, he's hot, without having a conversation
But
first.
it's different. Like if they came up to, it's who approaches first. Now
Yeah,
might
you
approach
look-
somebody
you the
based on
woman.
looks.
Yeah.
You might approach him based on he's brought your attention because of the way he looks.
Mm-hmm.
You might keep him because of his personality.
Yeah,
Right.
but even the look thing, I've dated guys that don't like society be like, you know what I'm talking about. Society.
Look, you're talking to me okay now, so you know what I'm talking about.
You know who I'm talking about. I've dated people that don't look right, and but it wasn't even, and I never got to the look part, and then I realized later, like, oh wait, okay.
Yeah.
Well, I'm married for
After that chapter got closed, you were like,
She said she married
what?
personality.
Did I go there?
Huh?
That's what it is. After that chapter was closed, you look back and was like, did I go there?
Yeah, you are, wow. But I thought, but then I
One of
realized
them-
he wasn't that smart either, so it was okay.
Go in.
Anyways, Bus claims that these and a few other basic instincts drive desire and are the same across all cultures and society. When it comes down to it, for Bus and many others, it's all about the need to reproduce. There you go. You're looking at the man to see what he's going to give you as a child.
Now you can go in the lab and pick that. Okay, I want
Remember,
brown
the
eyes,
biologically,
I
women
want
are looking for the
hazel
strongest
hair.
male
Yeah.
Here's the eyes, sorry.
Men, men are looking to just get anything pregnant to spread their seed. That's all a biological urge from before. Now it's different.
Teresa said now you can go in the lab.
Yeah, man, I pick a lab anytime.
It's true. You go in the lab and you look at the
I
shelf.
don't even need a lab. Just give me a
Okay.
turkey baster.
Teresa, Amanda said she want a turkey baster.
The lab is too
Oh
expensive.
Lord Jesus.
Oh God. Oh my Lord. Okay, let's talk about becoming comfortable with your naked body. When's the first time
my
you went
goodness.
and looked into the mirror and when was the first time? Like how old were you when you look in the mirror and like looked at your body, look at every single part and just go wham. There it is.
Look back at Amanda now. Answer the question.
No,
Answer
okay,
the question.
I could be real with you right now.
Yeah.
Like, I'll tell you right now, I've been married for 14 years. Okay?
Mhm.
Haven't had sex in 10 with my husband. And all I can see is myself, and that's probably why he doesn't want to be with me. Because I'm overweight, I'm this, I'm that. How do you get out of that kind of stuff?
Yeah.
Okay, it's fun. It's funny you my glasses on.
I
It's
know,
funny
I
you
just took
started
them
with that. It's funny you started with that because I was doing some reading, and the first thing that popped out to me on the topic how to feel comfortable naked is if you look in the mirror, and this is more of self-awareness and self-love. If you look in the mirror and what you see you don't like, or you have like here and there, adjustment is your mindset.
Yeah.
Do something about it because it is you. So if you look and you see, well, okay, I'm too skinny or I'm too fat. For me, I'm really slim throughout all my school life.
Yeah.
I
called
fight
sticks.
and fight to get to 110. When I got 110, I was like 19, finished school and passed all that because all I did in school was sports, books, at lunchtime, after school, everything was sports. Okay, so I stayed really slim. Plus, my background, we are not really chubby people.
Yeah.
Or fat people or big bone, however you want to call it. My background is really slim. So that's the first thing you do. If I look in the mirror, for me, when I look in the mirror, I was like, oh gosh, I'm really skinny. I need to do something about it. And I've been trying to do something about it for the last 20 years. I think it's so slim. But I find for me, I stay slim. But as you can see now, I got a little, I got a little muscle, a little toning. So you do something about it. So that's the first thing, adjust your mindset. And in helping you to do that, you can set goals and create a plan. Okay, starting this month, July 1st, this is what I'm going to start doing. For the month of July, I'm going to work on, say, my legs. And you do exercises surrounding what you want to build. If it's a case that you have a lot of acne, some foods that we eat, and everyone is different, gives us acne. You gradually start to cut back, and by the end of July, you say, okay, cheese gives me acne. By the end of July, I want to start eating cheese. So you're going to start to create a plan. And if it's a case that you cook for yourself, you produce your own food, you put all that in place. So you adjust your mindset, you set goals, and you create a plan so that by the end of the month, your plan is working. Something is going into place. You can see a difference. You start to feel good about yourself. And once you get past those first 3 days of making that change, whether it is the food you eat, whether it's the exercise, whether it's places you go, whether it's, starting to uncover the mirrors. Once you get past those first 3 days, for me, you're gone clear. The hardest thing is to get past those first 3 days when you're trying to change. As Hillary said, she doesn't like the word diet, but you're trying to put healthy lifestyle in place. So the first thing is your mindset. Then secondly, strive for self-acceptance instead of worrying about what other people have to
To say
say. Other people
amen.
That's what the
opinions.
problem was. I
Yeah.
was more concerned about this person and the way they viewed me, and now I'm more like
Mm-hmm.
I'm me, I do me, and
Mm-hmm.
it was their problem, not mine.
Yeah. No,
Yeah.
I'm in a better place now.
yeah. One thing
Oh, good.
I'm going to interject here is that
Go ahead.
one thing I did, because I had a lot of surgeries. I've had a lot of surgeries. I've had a lot of serious situations where I had to go under the knife multiple times. And Amanda has been there for me a lot of times, right? And it has left me very scarred. And, I honestly looked in the mirror one day and I was like, oh, no one's going to want me. And who would want me? Like, I mean, I don't want to take my clothes off in front of anyone because they're going to be, questions are going to be like, what's that for? And what's that scar? And what's that scar? And one day I took off my clothes and I looked in the mirror and I looked at every single scar and remembered everything that I went through during that time, what brought me there, how I got out of it, how I was still present for myself and for my children, and how I loved me now. And I had to actually embrace those scars. And you know my favorite saying,
Mm-hmm.
love, right?
Yeah.
Flaws are not your assets, whatever, right? So I had to accept them as part of me. That my scars are going nowhere. Okay, I am not gonna go get no boob job. If you want one, that's you. That's good.
They have the cream. The
Yeah, yeah.
Thing.
I'm not doing all that. So if I take my clothes off, I'm gonna look probably like Egbert Scissorhands.
Oh, wait, when you come over the Barbados, it's beach time.
Oh, I'm gonna put my clothes. Girl, put my bikini on. I don't care.
Take your time. Say it again. I didn't
I'll
hear
put
it.
my
Say it.
bikini on. I've never worn
There
a
you
swimsuit.
go.
I've never worn a swimsuit, and that's gonna be my first time. So 2023, I'm going to Barbados, and I am putting on a swimsuit. I don't care.
Mm-hmm.
And
I'm keeping it. I'm getting in shape for this.
I really do enjoy me now. I really do enjoy me now.
That's good. That's
And
good.
and also fantasies and sexual desire. So, I feel better. I feel more lighter. I don't have that cloud over me anymore.
Yeah.
And it takes a lot to get there. I'm not going to say it was easy, but once you start finding yourself, your sexuality, your desire, what really turns you on, what you love about yourself, how you feel, loving, touching yourself, touching your body, and embracing who
Mm-hmm.
you are, girl, nobody can't tell you anything.
That is on.
I had a particular ex that said to me that no man will ever want me and that my JJ was ugly. Boom.
You have a JJ.
My JJ.
What's up for JJ? Oh, you have just.
But
Let me
that's all
just talk about giving
psychological
these things
warfare
names.
to make you feel like
Okay.
you don't matter,
You
right?
have a
And that you
JJ.
have no worth.
I have a saboteur.
There you
You were
go.
with me for
Yeah.
this whole long thing.
Right.
Everything I try to progress in, he comes in and sabotages it.
There you go.
Can't
Right?
happen now.
Yeah.
Doesn't happen now.
But that's because that person is afraid, because if you realize how amazing you are, they know that they will get
You
left
can move
behind.
mountains. Yep.
Oh.
Okay.
She would deadlift his ass. Oops.
This is Amanda speaking.
Man, no.
So I got into powerlifting with a trainer, and that's what got me out of my funk.
Good.
That made me
Okay.
happy about myself.
And we started hiking.
We started hiking.
Yeah, hiking
Now I
was.
can hike that thing
I
without-
love hiking.
Don't
Teresa
stop
loves
yourself.
hiking too. Hey, Teresa, you okay?
Mhm.
You recovered yet?
Yeah. Sorry. If
You
I did
recovered
what?
yet? The first day back
Yeah.
out from COVID, the whole thing and
Our
everything.
first hike, I could not breathe. I honestly was gonna just murder her.
Is Amanda coming with you? When you reach, just walk with the shoes. Everything else will be there. Just walk with the shoes, and we're going. One of
No,
the
we had a
things
good
from
time.
that
Yeah.
section is strive for self-acceptance
Mhm.
and instead of worrying about other people's opinion.
Yep.
One of the things, well, it has 3 points. The practice of mindfulness, keeping your attention on the present moment and moving forward, observing your thoughts and feelings without judging them.
Yeah.
Okay. And keep reminding yourself that beauty is in the eye of the beholder. You know, they have a saying that every cloth has an owner or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
What Tom doesn't like, somebody else will like.
Yep. That's
And
true.
once you
There's somebody out there
love
for you.
yourself,
Always. Mm-hmm.
someone, like you were saying earlier, someone's going to see you.
Mm-hmm.
Everything that they see, like, oh, but I would have liked her.
But you
when
have to see you first.
when
You
when
have
you
to see you
that,
first.
when they see that positiveness in
Mm-hmm.
you, that drive that you have,
Mm-hmm.
that goes a long way for some people. That
You
goes
ever
a long way for
seen the
most
person
people.
that you assume
Mhm.
like, how did they get that person? You ever done that?
All the time.
Yeah.
Wait, I'm
Wait.
I'm
How do
okay.
you do the match?
What happened?
I don't
But
like
what
doing
it
that
is, but what it is that person is so confident in themselves that they
Mhm.
radiate that
And
energy,
that's
and
what
then the person
attracted
is
the person in the
attracted to
first
them,
place.
and people are attracted to them naturally. Yeah.
Good. The other one was look for inspiration from those who have succeeded and conquer the
Yeah.
fears that you are going through.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so persons that went through the same thing as you or something similar, close to. I'm getting some messages here that close to, you know, build on that. Talk to that person. Let that person encourage you to move forward. Because sometimes it's some of the things that we beat ourselves up for
Mm-hmm.
are frivolous. They're frivolous.
But you
And
know
then when
that
you
when
go
it
see
comes
other
to
people,
self-love and self-worth, it has to start with you, because when
self-worth.
other people say it, it hurts. But when you start saying it to yourself, you hear it and you repeat it and you become it. And that's what happens, because you can hear yourself more than anybody else can say anything could damage you.
Yep.
Yeah.
That is so true.
So now you take up what they left off, and now you become even more a bigger voice than theirs, and then you're like, why am I doing this and that? Because you now believe it.
You
believe
see
what
your
they say.
mind.
Mm-hmm.
You see your mind. That's why first off, when I started how to become comfortable with your nakedness, if you look in the mirror and you what you would say see ugly, that's what's gonna happen. You're gonna feel that if you think negative all the time about yourself, about your environment,
You will become it.
and you become it, you don't look to do nothing about it, it's gonna drown you. And when you see goodness in front of your face, when you see joy in front of your face, you're not gonna recognize it. And everything that someone comes to you with, you're gonna always look for the negative in it, no matter what it is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And if a person says to you, "You're pretty," I remember back in the day, because I was going through my stuff. You know, I was in that mindset where everything was destructive, and I had body dysmorphia and all kind of craziness was going on. That any person that told me I was pretty, I would argue with them in my mind. I would just like, why you say that? You know, like, what are you up to? You know, and oh yeah, you're just saying
and
that
listen
because
to
this.
me, if you have a man or a woman and they're not complimenting you on your flaws or your beauty, all right, sorry, my door is open.
If you're live, people, she said, all right.
My door is open and someone was passing. That's how
Oh,
we
I
live.
love Barbados.
That's how we live in the Caribbean. Hillary, is your door open?
No, it's
No,
closed.
my
I
door
make
is
sure.
closed.
Good. That's how we live in the Caribbean. Open house. Nevertheless. Okay.
Yeah, go on.
Yeah, maybe lost my train of thought.
Yeah, but you know,
God. Oh, yeah.
let's wrap up
If
that one, because
your
we have one more
man is
subject
not-
to go.
Sorry?
Let's wrap up that part, because we have one more section to go with that. But
Okay, my
finish
last
your
point
thought.
on
Finish
that
your
one
thought.
was approach the problem rationally.
Yeah.
Remember that self-criticism is the harshest kind of criticism.
Yes.
People are more worried about their own appearance than others. So again, adjust your mindset.
Yes.
I have skinny arms, and I'm tired of seeing skinny arms. I'm tired of hearing people say, "Oh, you skinny." That's why I got the nickname that I have. So I'm taking
Slim.
my skinny arms
Yeah, you
and
can say
I'm
something.
doing something about it. And I just get a message. Oh, thank you. I'm doing something about it. and I'm pulling myself up.
Sexy arms.
Beautiful, yeah.
And I'm toning myself up.
Are they
So
telling?
that is the
Did your
most
viewer
important
tell you you have
thing.
sexy arms?
Sorry?
Did your
I
viewer
look
say you got
sweet.
sexy arms?
I look sweet.
You look sweet.
Aw.
Nice.
Okay, that wraps up my. But if there's nothing
Teresa,
that you, if there's only
Amanda
one
wanted
thing
to
you
say
take
one thing
away,
on the subject.
go on.
You know how you made the comment, Hillary? Like when you radiate positivity, then you bring those people come in.
Yeah.
Exactly.
So my trainer used to tell me that he used to hate coming to my house to train me because I was so down that it was bringing him down too.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So like even so when you're sad, depressed,
It brings
bring
other people down.
and you end up
You
bringing
know what
in
they
the
say?
wrong people and shoving away the people that you need.
Yeah. And that's
Birds of a feather, birds of a feather
Flock
flock
together.
together.
Yeah.
It's true.
It's all gone now. But.
Yeah. I don't worry. She knows that whenever she come with me with that, what would I say, Amanda?
I don't know if I can repeat some of the stuff. It's specific on what you're talking about. But another point was like, remember I used to tell you, oh, this guy is staring at me, and you're like, because you're beautiful. I'm like, no, it's probably because I got something in my teeth or something. I couldn't even accept that something might actually
Amanda?
be looking at me.
Let me
With
end this segment with this one statement from her. One statement.
On cammer. I do not care.
She would send me this picture of what she thought she looked like, and I was like, "What the heck?"
It was a bald guy with like a little bit of hair on the side and bifocals. That's how I saw myself.
Yeah.
I'll send her the picture. She can send it to you, and then you.
I've had so many guys ask me about her. Actually, recently, someone asked me about her.
No, that's not true.
And I said, no, see, there she goes right now. I would throw something at you. I would cut the camera so nobody can see it.
Like I said, adjust your mindset.
Yeah.
Adjust your mindset.
Adjust it.
Don't
worry. It's coming. It's coming.
She's
She's doing good.
Yeah.
She's doing good.
Good.
All right, let's do the next one about being sexually attracted or being. Have you ever been approached by the same sex, Teresa?
Yes.
Okay, and what happened?
I shut it down. I shut it down.
How did you shut it down?
I gave her the look.
What look?
And I opened my mouth.
The look or the
How
look?
did it make you feel though?
How did it make you feel?
Very uncomfortable.
Uncomfortable. Okay.
Uncomfortable.
Very uncomfortable.
Did you explain to her that you were not attracted to her?
The way how I was approached, there was no time to say. The thing was, she just came up to me. I thought I do call me last night. What happened? In bed.
Slow it down so the rest of the world know what you just said.
I thought I told you to call me last night. What happened? And I went like, seriously? You better move. But it was, and the thing is, when she said it,
yeah,
it was not like quiet, just as I said it, and she was in my face. That thing you had no WhatsApp and all that.
Why did you think that happened?
Maybe I look like whoever she was.
She thought you were some person else.
Yes, misidentity.
Okay.
So this day, I still see the lady. And the thing is, she's insecurity. She's insecure. I still see her to this day. I don't know if she remembers that, but I remember her well.
She come in your face like this? Yeah, of course.
She was in my face.
I was in a relationship and didn't even know I was in one.
And it was like 7-ish.
A girl.
Why do I feel like I remember this?
Yeah, I told you about it. I used to do carpooling with a girl. Well, this lady asked me to carpool with her because I had just started a job. And so I didn't see any harm, and this is the thing is that, again, communication is always a way of figuring out sexuality as well. And we would carpool, so I would just carpool and whatever. And, I didn't know that she was gay either. I don't make assumptions, so I never knew that she was gay. And until one day when I accepted the ride from some person else, she got very, very angry and said that we've been dating for 3 weeks. And I said, what? So I said, no, I'm not. I'm sorry if you think I was gay. I'm not. I'm not gay and or bisexual. And I
Were you stammering just as you're doing
I
now?
was because I was completely surprised, and she was a really good friend. We became really good friends, so I was disappointed in her that she didn't talk to me first or had some kind of communication with me, and you know, I it ended up pretty badly actually. She went into depression and stuff like that, and because she
Oh,
really was
Hillary.
in love with me apparently. But her mom spoke to me after about the whole thing, and it was a complete miscommunication because I never, I didn't lead her on or anything like it was her falling for me based on my personality and not communicating that she was interested in me and not talking to me and realizing that I was not we were the same sexuality. And then
So,
when I worked for a certain organization, I used to go to a lot of gay bars and had women did hit on me, but I would communicate and say I'm just here with a friend, after work social or something like that. But it is what it is. I'm fine. I know who I am, and I know who my sexuality. So I have no problem communicating. I think if we communicate what our sexualities are to another person, everything is fine. It works out, right? But I've been hit on by the same sex. I would say the same thing I say if it was a guy that I wasn't interested in. Sorry, I'm not interested, and that's it.
Smile and nod.
Yeah, smile or nod. That's it. How did you make you? How did it make me feel? The first one I was just confused about because I thought we were really good friends, but outside of that, I don't have a problem with it because it's just like any person hitting on you, right? And then it says, is being comfortable with your nakedness. You feel good about yourself. No, 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 no. Okay, Teresa, let's wrap this up, man. That was fun.
is that time already?
That's that time already. I know this
Oh
is a
my
good one.
gosh.
Amanda, thank you so much for being our commentating
I
guest.
hope I didn't cut anybody off.
You gotta come. We want you on camera.
Um,
No.
Yeah, we gotta get
Amanda's
Amanda on.
like,
That's
you know,
that's what our duty is going to be. We're going to get Amanda on camera.
No.
there was a TV
T.
program,
This is T.
and there was a guy that used to talk over the
That is
fence,
tea
and you
made
never
of
saw him.
grapes. Okay, let me just clarify. That is tea made of grapes.
Tea made of grapes.
Read between the lines.
Okay. I can see. I thought the laughter was about what we were doing.
Oh, that
but
too. That too.
I don't realize what it is because I know when Hillary get a few.
I
Yeah,
have
how it goes.
Yeah, I know 100%. When Hillary get a few.
when I get a
Hillary
few,
will.
yeah, but I didn't have a few yet. But I will maybe later.
Your barbecue is still going. Let me
Yeah,
check
we're
the
gonna
bag.
continue after this. Yep, definitely.
Okay.
We gotta get Teresa into Canada and bring that sample. DHL, if you're listening, please stop giving us a hard time. We need to get our samples to Canada. Okay, let's wrap it up, Teresa.
Okay, so tonight, if you were listening, or no, if you joined us late, our discussion was on embracing your sexuality, our sexuality. There were 4 topics: identifying your sexuality, who you are, what makes you feel good, who you're attracted to, your sexual desire, your attraction of the same sex or opposite sex, and the last one was comfortable in your nakedness.
There we go.
And if you leave here with only one thing, make sure you leave here with, if you do not like what you see in the mirror,
Change it.
self-love, self-awareness, do something about it. Change your mindset.
Definitely.
We have 9 minutes.
Love
Change
your
mindset.
flaws. Love your flaws, baby. That's your
Let
journey.
your flaws be assets.
They always. All right, Teresa. Until we meet again, do you have anything going on in Barbados?
Jess, I'm trying to get back into hiking. So once we put our podcast in place and we do our dry runs and stuff,
Yep.
you will see me somewhat like 6 o'clock on Saturdays instead of 2 and 3 because I'll be out hiking. I'm getting in shape. I'm adjusting my mindset.
All right. Yeah, I'm getting back out there to the hiking. Yeah. Now that things are really, really settling and I'm trying to, get my health back to where it's supposed to be. Back to the hiking, right, Amanda?
Sorry, I'm on a deadlift.
This
325-pound deadlift here.
woman
working on
weightlifting
my
over
Don't
here.
worry.
She's powerlifting.
If you're with Hillary,
No, I powerlift
you can show her your before and after, your before and June.
She knows. She
pictures.
knows. She saw me at my
I've
418.
seen.
She saw me.
Hillary
Yeah.
has
418 pounds and how many years ago?
It's been a minute, but it's 418 pounds. I'm down now. My new number. You want to hear it?
Go on.
189, baby.
189. There you go. There you go.
Yeah, I'm getting down there.
Mhm.
I got 60 more pounds to go altogether, and then I gotta do 10 in muscle. Add 10 in muscle.
Okay.
So 50.
There
So
you go.
60
So
off.
if
and
Hillary
then 10
can
in
do
muscle.
it, believe you me, anyone can do it.
That's right.
If Hillary can do it, anyone
It's
can
hard.
do it. I'm telling you.
This first.
Mhm.
Yeah, it's not an easy journey, but it's
Nope.
it's doable.
No, it's not an easy journey.
Yep, you can do
But
it.
when you look in that mirror, you don't like what you see,
Change it.
and you think positive about yourself, what you see in the mirror is going to start dropping.
Yeah.
It will start dropping. You will do things to make you feel comfortable in what you're doing. So, yeah.
All right. Well, I will see you next Saturday, Teresa. I am Hillary here in lovely Ontario, Canada.
It's lovely now. You're having your barbecue. Here you say lovely Ontario, Canada. Okay, I'm Teresa in a beautiful island of Barbados. Sunshine and rain. I mean, I can't.
And we will see you live next Saturday on YouTube.
Until then,
please remember to
lubricate your
comment,
life.
like, and subscribe. All right, Teresa.
Okay, bye-bye.
Bye.
Never break, always fight, never quit, do it right, play the game, win it life, have no shame, there's no time, feel the pain, live the grind, I could change, in my mind, pick a lane, commit and climb, the only way to win it life, I never miss that stack, taking big swings, hand me the bat, put me in the ring, it go out in a bag, cause I sing what I mean and I bring it to the mad light, ain't got time to kill.